Hola, hola, my name is Jackie and today I'll be doing a video on Miss Julie Kagawa. This is a series that I'm going to be starting today, obviously, and I'm going to be discussing my favorite authors in one in each video. So this video specifically is going to be about Julie Kagawa. Julie Kagawa is a YA author, mainly, and I really love her books. I got introduced when I started reading the Iron Fey series, which is about fairies. And then I went on and read the Immortal Rules, which is about vampires. Personally, my favorite is the Immortal Rules. I love the characters in both of her series, but basically in the Immortal Rules is the best. So I'll be discussing some of the series right now, like both of the series. Well, there's 3 series, but I've only read 2. So first, let me start with the Iron Fey series. The Iron Fey series is based upon this girl called Megan. She discovers on one day that she is part fairy, and one day the fairies come into her home and kidnap her baby brother. Well, he's not a baby, but you know what I mean, smaller brother, sibling. Basically, they kidnap his brother, her brother, and she has to go into this world guided by her best friend, who she finds out later is a fairy. His name is Puck. And so she has to follow him into this world and try to recover her brother and bring him back home. But while in this journey, she discovers that she belongs in this world, and so she decides to stay and try to find out more about herself and her background, because she is half fairy as well. So she's half human, half fairy. So I really love this series, and if you like fairies, then maybe you're into that, you should check it out. And the next series is called The Immortal Rules. The Immortal Rules is my personal favorite. I love all the characters. Everything is on point. It's just amazing. Anyway, let me get back to where I was. The Immortal Rules is a dystopian series in which humans have been wiped out by a virus. It's not really known what it is really, but they're wiped out, and now the humans are ruled by vampires. Vampires are the masters in this series. So there are basically 2 types of humans, the registered and the unregistered. The registered have to go every once in a while to give their blood to the vampires, and then the unregistered are basically the rebels. Like, they don't want to give in to the vampire ruling, and they just want to be free. But the thing is that unregistered do not get food, as on the other hand, the registered people who donate their blood get food and shelter and everything. So basically, the unregistered have a really difficult life, and they have to deal with all the consequences that come by not giving into the rule of the vampires. So our main character, Allie, she is an unregistered, and she has an grudge or hatred against the vampires, which is why she doesn't register and give her blood. So we follow her story, and one day Allie is attacked. Her name's Allison, but they call her Allie. Allison, along with her peers, like her gang, is attacked and by rabbits, which are like zombies, I want to say. They're not human, they're not vampire, they're like the zombies, and they attack humans and turn them into rabbits. They're called rabbits. So they get attacked by rabbits, and Allie's about to die in one of these missions. And so along comes this vampire, and he offers her, do you want to be a vampire and live, or do you want to die as a human? And so she decides she wants to live, and she becomes a vampire. So Allie is a kick-ass girl. She's amazing, she's brave, she's smart, she's everything you could ask for. And we follow Allie through her journey, and that is what the Immortal Rules is about. It's following her journey, and there's love, romance, action, gruesome details in the story that are embedded so beautifully in it, and it's just written really well. There's humor, not in the first book, but like towards the later part of the series, there's a lot of humor, and it's just a fantastic series overall. The third series is a spin-off series, I believe, about the Iron Fey series, which I haven't read the spin-off, but I heard it's really good. I'm not going to be reading it, to be honest, because I have like a lot of things to read, but I would if I didn't have anything else to read. So I've heard good things about it, so you should probably check it out too, if you like the Iron Fey and you like Miss Kagawa. And her new book, Talon, about dragons, is set to release in the fall, and I'm really looking forward to reading that one as well. I don't have much of a premise as to what it is going to be exactly about, but I just know that it's going to be about dragons. And being that it is Miss Kagawa, I'm going to be reading it, of course. So, bottom line of this video, I want to tell you, if you like vampires, if you like kick-ass characters, action, gruesome details, romance, go on and read Miss Kagawa's books, and more specifically, the Immortal Rules. The Immortal Rules has everything I just described to you right now. The Iron Fey series has all of those things too, except for like vampires, it's fairies instead, and it's like also journey-ish, which I really like. But my personal favorite is the Immortal Rules, if you haven't already noticed. And if you've never read anything from Julie Kagawa, I think you should start with the Immortal Rules, because I think more people like vampires and fairies, and I don't know, I liked it more, and I recommend it more. I don't recommend it more, I would like for you to start reading with that one if you like more vampires than fairies. And if you like fairies, that's okay, you could start with the Iron Fey series like I did, because the Immortal Rules hadn't released when I started reading books from Julie Kagawa. So if you like fairies, go ahead and read the Iron Fey series. Oh, I can't talk today. Anyway, and if you like vampires, go ahead and read the Immortal Rules. Anyway, that's the bottom line of this video, and I think you will enjoy a lot of her writing. There's so much action in all of her stories, and they're so beautifully written, and there's just a lot of character development, a lot of world building, you will fall in love with like all of the characters, let me tell you that, like, or you will hate them. If they're the villains, you'll hate them, and if they're the good guys, you'll love them, and you'll not want to let them go. But I really do enjoy all of the rest of her books that she has to offer, and I think you will too. So that is going to be it for this video, and it's getting really hot in here because I have to close all the windows, because otherwise a lot of sound comes in. So I'm gonna get going before I suffocate in here. Okay, hasta luego amigos, bye.